Tonight, we're remembering Judge Frank Caprio. Officers on motorcycles escorted the judge's casket from the Nardolillo Funeral Home in Cranston to the Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul in Providence for his funeral this morning.
And Caprio's fellow judges lined the street outside the church as his casket arrived and was brought in for the mass. Mike Montecalvo begins our team coverage tonight from inside the cathedral.
The cathedral might be empty right now, but it was nearly filled earlier today as family, friends, and complete strangers came out to say goodbye to beloved Judge Frank Caprio. The message at the Mass earlier today was a message of compassion, empathy, and hope. Archbishop Richard Henning, who struck up a friendship with Judge Caprio when he was here in Providence, said he lived the state motto of hope and what that reunion in heaven would be like with his family and friends.
I imagine another courtroom scene, an eternal courtroom, final judgment, as it were. I imagine Philomena and Antonio in the gallery, beaming. I imagine a prosecutor who's confounded and a defense lawyer who's bored. And I imagine a judge who is love itself, who sees the heart beneath Judge Caprio's robes, and who says, "Well done, good and faithful servant." And there on the bench is a can of peaches.
And the bishop said those were lessons Judge Caprio learned from his parents. There were notables here from elected officials, judges, state police, and local police as well. But there were everyday people that wanted to say goodbye to Judge Caprio. And my colleague Sheena Loshuto continues our team coverage with that side of the story. Sheena?
Judge Caprio touched hearts through his platform, in the courtroom, on TV, or on the internet. But it's what people saw beyond the robe and beyond the cameras that made a lasting impact.
A final trip to the heart of Providence. A morning of mourning in honor of Judge Frank Caprio.
He had a beautiful life, beloved by so many.
In life and in his work, he moved so many. Today, the honor is passed on to those closest to Judge Frank Caprio.
He inspired so many people and gave them knowledge of the judicial system and made them see that it could be fair.
Almost on cue, droplets fall from the skies above the cathedral as Caprio is brought inside for his services, where emotions flowed just as strong. This woman is from Nashville, only in Rhode Island by chance, yet exactly where she needs to be. A feeling similar to when she saw her first Caught in Providence video years ago.
His love will carry on for years and years. And hopefully generationally, and it was such a beautiful ceremony.
Hearing Caprio's words as he showed a woman grace in the courtroom, capturing humanity in a way that inspires.
It was his compassion and his love of people and his example, you know, in a world where there's so much hate and ugliness, you've got somebody that's in a powerful position and that is using his power to do good.
9 days after his death, it only took a few minutes on Atwells Avenue to know Judge Caprio will always have a seat on Federal Hill. Reporting in Providence, I'm Sheena Loshuto, 12 News.